This week on Tribe Talk, we take a look at Wando's Student Resource Officers, a program that gives students a head start in the medical field, and our Three Dudes review Rogue One.
Hey Wando!
I'm Jenna Stolkowski.
And I'm Valerie Hewitt, and welcome to our first episode of the new year.
With the beginning of the new semester, here's a reminder of the new tardy policy.
On your first tardy, you'll get a teacher warning. On your second and third tardy, you'll have another teacher warning and your parents will be contacted. On your fourth tardy, you'll have a student-teacher conference and a detention. On your fifth and sixth tardy, you'll have a referral to your administrator and 1 block of ISS. On your seventh tardy, you'll have a referral to your administrator, 2 blocks of ISS, and your parents will be contacted again. On your eighth tardy, you'll have a referral to your administrator, 1 full day of ISS, and a conference with your parent. On your ninth tardy, you'll have a referral to your administrator, a conference with your administrator, suspension, have your parking revoked for 30 school days, and have Wando High School probation for the remainder of the year.
Walking around the hallways during lunch and class exchange, you've probably noticed our school resource officers, or SROs, walking around too.
But while we see them every day, many students don't understand the extent of what these officers do for our students and our school. Troy Dassing looks into the jobs of Wando's SROs.
As Wando's astounding 4,000 plus student body continues to grow, student resource officers, or SROs, have become more of a commonality. Whether it be to help find lost money or to deal with an emergency, SROs are here to help. However, recent events across the nation have called the role of student resource officers to question.
Their primary responsibility is to be here to keep the peace, to be proactive in preventing violence from occurring or any illegal activity on campus, but somebody who is there to help, somebody who's there to educate and make them feel safe.
And they're helping out administration when we need their assistance, just like a stranded motorist or a car accident that happened would call the police. You know, if something happened where an administrator needed some help, that's the same thing we would do. But the school resource officer, they're right here, right next to us.
We don't do discipline. That's pretty much a school issue. We would sit in, like say if there's an issue with discipline and they think the kid is going to be disruptive or violent, we'll sit in on the meeting or the conference, but normally we don't get involved with discipline.
Although SROs are here to enforce the law, they are also looking to make connections with students.
Our job is to interact with students, with teachers, with the staff, to kind of get a good rapport. So if they see us later, they become adults to be comfortable with coming to the police if they have an issue that we need to be involved in. So I feel comfortable talking with us.
Every officer I've ever worked with has always had the students' interest in their best of hearts, and you can see that when you walk our halls each day.
This has been Troy Dassing reporting for Tribe Talk.
The Georgetown Wooden Boat Show draws visitors from across the Lowcountry to catch a view of all of the attractions it has to offer.
From a boat building competition to a variety of delicious foods served by local restaurants, it's no wonder it draws such a crowd. Madison Baxley dives in.
On Saturday, October 15th, Georgetown hosted its annual Wooden Boat Show by Goat Island. Visitors enjoyed maritime exhibits and a wooden boat building competition, all hosted by local enthusiasts.
Georgetown rolls out the red carpet and makes everybody feel so warm and welcome. And there's just a lot of friendly people here, and you never meet boaters when they're in a bad mood.
I've been a competitor in the boat challenge for years until these guys recently beat our best time by about an hour or so. I don't fool with it anymore. Yeah, working with a good buddy, good partner, and getting that little time warp there where you're totally focused and boom, you go, hey, there's a boat.
Pulling back the cover, the Wooden Boat Show enables the next generation to much more than excitement.
I work with the youth sailing program, which is in the summer, and we teach kids how to sail and in Optimus prams.
And it's little kids. It's like 8 to 14. Most of them have no experience before. The camp lasts a week, and in that time we take them from no experience to actually racing.
The McAllisters aren't just motivated by their jobs. Their dedication for all things maritime has been anchored for 40 years.
In 1976, we took our kids out of school and sailed in different types of boats, and all of that built up to where we had a big interest in the maritime history.
People always say, did you go through any storms, that kind of thing. And yes, yeah, we did. But we handle them. I think if kids learn to sail by themselves, get the self-confidence, they will have a wonderful time with it.
I will say, we wrote this book, Cruising Through Life, which took place in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. It's more difficult now. Situations in countries are different than they were when we went. And I hope that future generations can do what we did.
This has been Madison Baxley, reporting for Tribe Talk.
Going into any career in the medical field takes a lot of hard work and many years of schooling.
A program at Wando allows students to jumpstart their journey. Nina Fabrizio reports.
As many students aspire to build careers in the medical field, Wando's Nursing Assistant program is a great place to start. After completing Health Science 1 and 2 and another anatomy-based course, students can then take Health Science Clinical Study, where participants work with the residents at Frankie Seaside Retirement Community, applying skills learned in the classroom.
The students have to go to a long-term care facility. We go to Frankie home at least 40 hours.
We literally stepped into it. We helped them use the restroom, we bathed them, we helped them eat, we do activities with them.
The residents really love high school students come in. They're fresh new faces. They're excited to be there. It's not the same old thing every day as maybe some of the people that work there.
We have made a big relationship with one of the old ladies that was at the Frankie home. She was in the rehabilitation unit. She recently went home, and Jordan and I decided that we wanted to go help her, so we contacted her, and we go there every Tuesday and Thursday to help her clean or just keep her company.
It was so delightful to meet all these young women over at the Frankie home. I was not a patient, but then I was in rehab over there. And the first thing I knew about them, I saw them out in the hall with their teacher, and I was absolutely fascinated that you even had such a program at Wando. And these young women were so enthusiastic and so helpful. They helped me take a bath. They helped me get my food to my room. They come to see me. They help me out. They call me up. They enrich my life in so many ways. Just coming by to see me makes a lot of difference. And young people mean so much to older people. And your lives are so busy, you really don't have time to do that sort of thing. The fact that these two take time to come and visit me and help me out just means so much.
This has been Nina Fabrizio reporting for Tribe Talk.
Happy New Year! With the first start to the year, many people look forward to have a fun activity, new goals. We have students their goals for 2017. What is your goal for New Year's?
I want to travel more.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But to study harder and make better grades.
I want to be more organized.
I kind of want to watch 365 movies so that I have one movie for every day of the year.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
I want to get more sleep, like 10 hours a night.
I have some resolutions. The first one is to run 3 times a week, and then to get my coffees made 2 days ahead of time, and to cook dinner for 2 to 3 times a week.
My goal is to get in better shape and eat really healthy so I can take better care of myself. So for New Year's this year, I set an intention instead of a resolution. And my intention is to put love and positivity in all the relationships that I form over the year. And it's in honor of Gracie Benjamin that passed away in December. So
I want to cook with Mark Mataloni.
Okay.
Okay.
To be more optimistic.
It's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't have any New Year's goals because they're pointless and overrated.
Why not?
I just don't find them having any validity.
Okay, that's great.
I want to read 150 books this year.
I don't really have any goals. I'm just like seeing what happens, seeing where I end up.
Oh man.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
On February 4th, Wando is hosting the 3rd annual Heart and Souls Family Fundraiser, a 5K and mile run for heart health. To sign up or for more information, visit wandoheartandsoulsfivk.weebly.com.
Student Council is hosting the Warrior Semi-Formal on Saturday, January 28th from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Sweetgrass Event Center. Tickets are on sale for $10 during all lunches in both cafeterias and for $15 at the door.
This week on The Rewind, we take a look at We the People, the dance showcase, and the Wando basketball game.
Hold up.
January 5th, Mr. LeClaire took 2 AP Government classes to Columbia, South Carolina to compete in We the People, a competition to show students knowledge on government. Great job to everyone involved. Also that night in the Black Box was a student dance showcase. Students taking Wando dance, choreographed and performed in their own show. The next day, Wando had some major basketball games. See the details on Sports Talk. This has been Blake Ellis reporting for Tribe Talk.
Last year, the movie industry debuted countless box office hits, including an addition to The Story of a Galaxy Far, Far Away.
On this episode's edition of 3 Dudes Reviews, Cameron, Jack, and Tate take a look at Rogue One.
Cam 1, checking in. Jack 5, checking in. Tate Shot, checking in. Commence review. Despite the rough first act of the movie, the last act blew it out of the galaxy. It transported you to that awe-inspiring universe of action, fantasy, and epic space battles. The visual and audio effects looked amazing and real, and I think we all can agree that the Darth Vader scene was one of the best out of them all. The most important part to me, although, is that when you leave the theater after seeing Star Wars Rogue One, you'll feel that sense of wonder that Star Wars is all about. That being said, I give Star Wars Rogue One 7 cams out of 10.
Just like all movies, Star Wars Rogue One isn't perfect. And about halfway through, I was afraid it was turning to the dark side. And here's why. Nearly half the movie is full of jumpy directing and editing, making the viewer feel lost and confused. The plot in the first 2 acts just feels weak and unmotivated, as it doesn't pack that emotional punch that it needs to in some of those crucial moments. And while the characters are good, they just feel far too underdeveloped due to improper introductions. Seeing the movie a second time does make the experience a whole lot better, but a viewer shouldn't have to watch a movie twice just to make it good. So my final verdict for Star Wars Rogue One is 6 Jacks out of 10.
Even though The Force Awakens and Rogue One are both very different films, one being the beginning of a new trilogy, the other being an independent story, there are definite comparisons to be made. First off, The Force Awakens does a better job introducing charming characters and developing them in a more evenly paced film. However, Rogue One does a better job of 2 Star Wars staples, the world building and the space battles.
Overall, I would give this film 7 Tates out of 10.
Hi Wando, this is Riley Biller on this week's Sports Talk. First, congratulations to our wrestling team for winning the 2017 King of the County Wrestling Championship. They've won 3 tournaments now and are ranked 8th in the state out of 5A schools. Their next home match is going to be here at Wando January 26th. Come and support our wrestlers. Also, great job to our girls and boys basketball team for beating their rival Bishop England and recently beating Stratford, with the guys winning by 68-49 and the girls winning 84-29. Their next home games are going to be here at Wando January 24th, the girls starting at 6 p.m. and the boys starting at 7:30 p.m. Come and support the basketball players. But this week on Sports Talk, we're going to take a look at a Powder Puff team that's dominated the field since their freshman year.
It started out just we wanted to do our soccer team, like the 2 soccer teams in our age group for our travel team. We just all are really close, and so we thought it'd be fun to do a team together, and then a couple of our friends who don't play soccer joined the team.
It was 100% for fun and just to see how well we could do. We weren't expecting much. We were just like, hey, we're all pretty athletic. We all play soccer. We could probably do pretty well.
Before every game, we do our chant. We got ready together before every game, did the face paint, and then this year we did our whole face for seniors.
Unfortunately, the star quarterback from the past 3 years, Hannah Betford, suffered a game-changing injury.
Well, after the surprise run freshman year, we had the mentality that we want to win it all.
We ended up making it to the finals and lost in overtime in the finals, but I don't think we really cared that much.
It was really scary because the seniors, especially back when we were freshmen, we were so tiny and they were just tall and scary, and the face paint was so scary, but we lost, but we didn't really care because we were just cool that we made it to the finals.
Despite coming in second their freshman year, they surprised many by showing how great their young team was.
Tuesday at practice, she fell down. First play of the scrimmage we were playing, and it didn't look good.
When we were in there in the trainers room, everybody in the team came in, and it was a pretty solemn mood.
Yeah, I didn't get to play, which sucked, but seeing everyone else get to run around and we played so well, and just seeing my team work so well together and watching it from an outside perspective, which I normally didn't, was awesome, and winning it our senior year was really amazing.
Having a close bond going into each Powder Puff season led to much of their success.
Being a part of it and having all your friends there and you all get to compete for something, it's brought us all so much closer together. I'm way better friends with all of them now, and it's just so fun. You can't find it anywhere else.
I say that I'm really gonna miss this. This is one of the big things that I'm gonna miss from high school is coaching the Powder Puff team. It's been a great ride.
We'll miss it.
This has been Riley Biller reporting for Tribe Talk.
Thanks for watching, Wando, and don't forget this year's prom theme is Midnight in Paris.
Also, be sure to follow our Instagram and Snapchat at Tribe Talk WHS. This has been Jenna Solkowski
and Valerie Hewen
signing off.